Hi there, hello everyone. Today I'm going to present before you very important concept in fundamental analysis. What is CPI? CPI is a very important economic indicator, and people who are into forex trading, they need to understand the data figures of CPI and what do they need to do when the data figures of CPI are released in the market. So let's dive into it. So what is CPI? Consumer Price Index. So in USA, there is a list of about 800 items in different categories. The Consumer Price Index measures the monthly change in prices paid by the US consumers. And what are those categories? Number one, food and beverages. Number two, energy. Number three, housing. Four, clothes. Five, transportation. Six, medical care. Number seven, education and communication. And eight is miscellaneous and all the other items. So these are the 8 categories, and in that there are a list of about 800 items. Okay, so how to measure CPI? CPI is measured on monthly basis, like on 1st January, 1st February, and 1st March. And then when we have a data of about 3 months, we can also measure on quarterly basis as well. So just like that, 1st April, 1st May, and 1st June, and then we have the figures of the second quarter. Okay, how to measure CPI? And out of these 9 categories, food and beverages, energy, these 2 categories, the prices of these categories are very volatile. It means they change a lot, they move up and down a lot, just like you can see in this graph that these are like very volatile. They move up and down quite frequently. So what is a headline CPI and a core CPI? In headline CPI, we include everything. For example, all these 8 categories that we have just studied in the previous slide. And what is the core CPI? In core CPI, we do not count number one and number two category. Number one is food and beverages, and number two, energy. So we do not count number one and number two in core CPI, but in headline CPI, we include everything. Okay, just like this. There is no number one and number two. Okay, so we also see CPI categories by weightage. So if your CPI is your total expenses 100%, so what different categories have their weightage in those 100%? Okay, for example, housing 32.7%, commodities constitute 21%, food has 13.7%, energy 8%, healthcare 6.8, transportation 6, education 5.3, and then we have all other miscellaneous expenses constitute 6.5% out of those total expenses of 100% of CPI. So this is how we look at CPI numbers and figures, and this economic indicator is very important. Uh, this forms the basis of how the currency is going to move based on the data release of CPI. So this economic indicator is very important for forex traders to understand. Alright guys, I will stop here. I will conclude. I hope you like the video. I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.